I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Shoot that. Hey, why not?
Put it out there yesterday on Facebook I wanted y'all to try to guess who I was talking about, but self-proclaimed best point guard ever. Some would agree that he's probably the best point guard ever in Missouri. I'm one of those that would probably agree from top to bottom, just point guard. This young man right here, Dwayne Polk. What's up, Polk?
What's up, Ice?
Nothing much, man. I got the exclusive guy, so this is Polk's first ever podcast. He's been invited. I just happened to jump the gun a little quicker than everybody else. So I appreciate it, man.
Right. Yeah, it's all love, man. I've agreed to do a lot of them, but you the first, dog. We go before everybody, so I had to give you the first before I jump out into the waters, man.
All right, I appreciate it. Well, for the ones that don't know who Dwayne Polk is, go ahead, just give a little brief background. Where you from. Don't go too deep into your history yet. We're gonna tap into that, but just a little brief overview.
All right. Of course, Dwayne Polk, born and raised St. Louis, West Side. That's why I actually grew up in a little bit in actually U-City, USA. This is my family too. So, born and raised St. Louis. Grew up playing at Tandy. I know a lot of people claim Wolves, and a lot of other rec centers, but I grew up actually in Tandy. Shout out to Rick, my first basketball coach. Grew up, playing AAU, in a lot of different organizations. So we just gonna skip to the good stuff for real.
Yes, sir.
Played high school basketball at Vashon High School, which is the most dominant high school basketball program in the state of Missouri.
Facts.
In the Midwest, to be honest, possibly in the Midwest. I was a 4-year starter at Vashon. Played with a bunch of Nike All-Americans, Jimmy McKinney, Nick Kern, James Washington, Leon Powell. Program got a great tradition, great history. Also, like I said, 4-year starter at Vashon. After Vashon, actually, I was 4-year starter at St. Louis University.
Yes, sir.
To stay home. And rock with my city, man. I'm St. Louis.
That's what
love
it's all about, man.
The city showed me love, and I show the city love. You know what I'm saying? It's and it's kind of hard to ever leave here for me because of all the love that's been shown. So.
That's dope. So like you mentioned, I mean, the consensus is like what you just said, man. You 4-year starter at Vashon. You get to SLU, you're a 4-year starter. Like that. Most people don't do that. You literally started basically the minute you got to high school, you were a starter. You don't know about the bench life.
Nah,
you can't.
I can't even. I don't even know what the bench feel like, bro.
Nah, hey.
I got a little taste of it just in college for about maybe 2 weeks.
Okay.
But they couldn't keep me that long.
Gotcha.
I'm saying I couldn't even tell you what a JV game or a freshman or whatever. I couldn't even tell you what that feel like. I don't know.
That's dope. Man.
I always laugh and joke with the guys on Facebook, especially of late. We all been quarantined, so people got a lot more to think about now. So, Woodward's like, man, if you play JV, you can't talk to me because I don't know what that feel like.
Hey, I played JV. Come on now. I don't even know how I ended up being stuck on JV, but I played JV. So,
hey,
I'm one of the exceptions.
Here go. When I was in high school, man, I swear we were playing. I forgot what school was talking stuff. It was either I want to say it may have been DeSmet my freshman year. We always had a real big rival with DeSmet, man. There's a lot of history behind it because of the state. But DeSmet coach was talking stuff one time, and him and Coach Hines, they were actually pretty cool. But I think it was a JV game versus DeSmet or something. I forgot exactly who it was. But Coach walked up to me in the hallway during the school day. He was like, "You playing JV today, and I want you to go bananas."
Oh.
But then Hey, but then the crazy part about it, man, the game started. I ain't even get a chance to dress out. He was like, "Nah, don't worry about it." Then the game started, and you had John. John was out there, man. John had 30.
Shout
man.
out to John.
John had 30. And a lot of people don't know that about John, man. He actually could hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's one of the only people, bro, that I can honestly say that actually gave me work younger before high school. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's two people that stand out for me. Is Blake Ahern for sure.
Yes,
and congratulations to Blake, man. You know, he just just got he was the head coach in the D League, but he actually just joined the NBA. Yeah, joined the NBA staff. So that's a major move just for St. Louis, not from a player standpoint, man, but it's people like that are taking the next step to, get to where a lot of these kids want to be, and that's the league. You may not be a player, you could be in film, you could be in player development, but as long as you get to the league, man, you got that status, that's a stamp.
That's all you need right there.
But Blake gave me work, man, when I was in the 7th grade. He had 40 on me, had me crying in the car. We'll talk about that a little later too, once we get further down the line. But John gave me work in Matthew Dickey, dog. We were playing downstairs in the downstairs.
That basement gym.
Hey, look, I was shooting the ball from half court. The court is small. He was shooting the ball from half court, man. Gave me 30. So that's my best friend. So we joke about that all the time because John now, everybody get on his case about a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
But that always, I'm like, hey, he gave me that work though back in the day. So
yes, sir. Yeah. So you get to Vashon. We're gonna skip through middle school. We don't need that background. We get right to the meat and potatoes, man. You get to Vashon, like you said, you're a 4-year starter. You get to Vashon. You named a couple guys, man, but you played with guys like Jimmy McKinney, Nick Kern, Joe Shelton, Will Helicopter Franklin. I think he get overshadowed a lot.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man, just the 6'9", Curtis Muse.
Curtis Muse, for sure.
Baby James, Leon Powell. Like, Vashon, and I mean, we ain't touched Mario McKinney, Cam, Kobe, all these new guys, man. Like, that's a rich tradition. So you come in as a freshman,
right.
Anthony Bonner, those type of guys were like those were the forefront guys. So
right.
you step to Vashon day one. What goes through your mind?
Right. So I'm gonna be honest. We gotta take it back to that summer, man. Like,
okay.
My freshman year, a lot of people don't know, man, that going into high school, I actually was enrolled and actually supposed to go to MICDS. Okay. So a lot of people don't know that. Shout out to Trevor Stone. Shout out to the Stones. Trevor was my best friend. Actually, almost in that middle school era. So we played on the St. Louis Players together. We had a really good team, really good team. But that summer going into high school, man, my dad actually, he was coaching college basketball. He was living in Kansas. He was at Allen County. My mom, she was actually, police officer in St. Louis. But I spent a lot of time just with the Stones. But I was actually enrolled at MICDS.
Okay.
But before then, I mean, the history of like just Vashon, the summer before, I spent a lot of time with Joe. Okay. So he would me, our mother, my grandmother and his mother actually lived like down the street from each other. So I would see Joe because I would always go to Vashon games. I'm like, man, that's Joe. So, but we was more like brothers. He'd come get me like, you want to go to the park today? We would straight up walk up to the park together like 5 days a week. He would put me on his team. I'm in the 7th grade. Joe's gonna be a junior. You know what I'm saying? So he literally was like, hey, you got to do this. You got to do this. Like, he kind of would teach me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Spoon feed me stuff. But I'm looking at him like, you Joe Shell. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, you live right here? I swear I used to go knock on his door. Like, is Joe woke yet? I was that little kid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Did Joe come outside? You know, so Joe was more like my brother. He is my brother. So I spent a lot of time with him or whatever. So when my dad was actually away coaching college basketball, the best situation, as parents, educational wise, you want kids to get what's best for them. So I was actually enrolled at MICDS. Beginning of the summer, going into the year 2000, my dad came back and he was like, we talked and he was like, you feel comfortable? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man, I'm, one of the best players in the country. You know what I'm saying? I feel comfortable out here. He was like, man, he's like, you know, he's like, I know we talked about it. He's like, are you sure you don't want to go Vashon? So, and I was like, for real, you know, as a kid, when you go to the games, man, you see them running out in the warm-ups. You see the gym, you see the atmosphere. So I'm in the backyard, you know what I'm saying? I'm shooting jump shots like Joe Sheldon, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm envisioning myself actually, you know, actually being there. So that summer, you know, Vashon has like the summer league. So actually my team actually played in the summer league.
Okay. Is that the best of the Midwest?
Best of the Midwest. So, you know, you got a lot of different high schools that's actually playing in it, every team on there as well. Yeah. So we're down there, we playing. I actually never really talked to a coach like that. You know what I'm saying? I would see him, but we never really conversed or I had a conversation. But my dad was like, man, I think you should go to Vashon. So that summer, you know, in the month of June, every high school actually has things they do within the high school. So it could be on a team camps to be doing this. Well, my dad actually he asked Coach Irons, could I go to, you know, team camp with Vashon? He was like, well, he can go to team camp, but he got to play JV. Oh. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm going with Vashon. If you think about it, that year, Vashon had lost to DeSmet in the state championship. Okay. So actually, I'm sorry, that year Vashon had beat DeSmet in the state championship. So Joe was a senior. Yeah. So Joe was leaving out. Dwight Whitfield was leaving out. You still had Jimmy, Nick, Jesse Atkins, Arnold, Britt. People don't talk about Arnold play football in Mizzou. Mm-hmm. Britt, Lorenzo Gordon, who's a longtime pro basketball player too. Yes, Brendan Jackson, Andre Aaron, Donnie Jackson. So technically, they were only losing one player. Right. Going from 8th grade to a freshman, they were a state championship team, and they were only losing one player. So in my mind, I'm like, why would I go there and ride the bench? Yeah. You know, lose nobody. They still fit to be good. Right. You know what I'm saying? So my dad was like, he always tell me this phrase, bro, and I always share it. I'm like, man, the cream rise to the top. He would always say that to me no matter what, before every game. He's like, cream rise to the top. So I ended up going to team camp this time. Well, we didn't have a JV team at team camp. You only played varsity. Right. We actually warming up or whatever, and I get in the game. You know what I'm saying? I came off the bench or whatever. I get in the game. I did my thing. So they Jimmy them showing me love. But again, I'm around Jimmy them like, man, that's Jimmy McKinney. That's Nick Kerr. Yeah. You know, you kind of, and I'm like, man, I'm playing with them. If I can hang with them, I'm all right. So I had Jesse Atkins would give me hell, bro. Give me hell. But that's my brother. He was a starting point guard. He was a beast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think Jesse started as a freshman too at Vashon. Okay. So he finna be a senior. He like, man, you a freshman, man. You know, they kind of was like, he took me up on his wing. He would punish me. I mean, in practice, he would hold me, everything. So on that trip, I kind of grew closer to like Jesse. And he was like, man, you got to do this. Hey, this the guard from her. You got to do this. You got to guard him. If you want to play varsity, this is what you got to do. Right. So we went to team camp, had a great experience, won at team camp with Mizzou. So I kind of got that atmosphere, like I got that Vashon across my chest. Yeah. So we get back to team camp, a few months later. My dad came back again because he had been off recruiting for the summer. He came back in. He's like, hey, what school you? I'm like, man, I want to go to Vashon. He's like, you sure you want to go to MICDS? You gonna play out there? I'm like, nah, man, I want to go to Vashon, man. So I actually enrolled at Vashon. First day of school, man, it's a different atmosphere for me. I know I went to middle school in U City. Yeah. First day of school, I walk in, man. I got my Eastlands on. I got my slacks, my khakis, my shirt tucked in, up, got my book bag on. Yeah. I'm walking in. The first person I see, bro, is Nick Kern. My first day of school, I walk in, book bag on, Nick Kern. Him and Jesse, they grab me like, man, what you doing, man? Go untuck that shirt.
Yeah, man, you can't go to the V like that.
Hey, man, I walked in first day. I walk in, my CES is quiet, it's open, Yeah. I get in Vashon, Nick like, man, yo, untuck that shirt, man. Background, and it was more of as soon as I walked in, I was like, man, this is straight up a family atmosphere. Yeah. Like everybody they like, who is this little dude? Everybody saying something. It's live, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it kind of transitioned me as far as my personality, man. Okay. Like just that first day, I was like, oh, okay, I'm at home. Yes, yeah. At home. So it was definitely very welcoming, man. if I could go back and do it all over again, I wouldn't change that.
Yeah.
I would change it. And honestly, I mean, I wish a lot of other people could like experience it, because you could talk about it from the outside, man, but until you are in there and you actually see what's going on with just within the Vashon environment, that Vashon family, and not necessarily basketball, but when you look at the not necessarily the fans, the alumni, bro, they're very prideful of that Vashon family, because you gotta be there. You can hear the stories, you can hear everything, man, but you gotta be there to know exactly what's going on. That family atmosphere is very welcome, man. Very welcome.
For sure. So, I mean, your 4-year career there, I did my homework. You probably don't even know this. You might know it. But your 4-year career, you went 105-12. Like, bro, y'all weren't losing.
That's inaccurate. That's inaccurate.
That's inaccurate?
That's inaccurate.
Oh, what we got?
All right, you can take 10 off that 12. My junior year of high school. So my freshman year, we're gonna run it down to years. Yeah, that's right. According to my time span there.
Okay.
But that's inaccurate because I didn't play in some of those games. So my freshman year.
You talk about the injury?
Yeah.
Okay.
My freshman year, and of course I came in freshman year, coach started or whatever. But my freshman year, my coming out game was against Chicago Farragut. So what I mean by that, that was my game. You got to think Chicago Farragut is one of the elite programs in Chicago. So you got Kevin Garnett, Ronnie Fields. They actually went to, Chicago Farragut. So Chicago coming down here. We in the V, in the pit.
Yeah.
And had some little bitty Chicago lifeguards, man. They was killing us in the first half. So coach was like, man, we got to go smaller. And he was like, hey, you got to go to work. Like at halftime, like we were losing at halftime, but he came. He was like, man, you got to play. He said, because in them situations, man, ain't no strategy, bro. It's man versus man, and it's talent versus talent. You know what I'm saying? So it was live too. Live. I mean, they had some little bitty guards that can handle the ball. Had that flashy Chicago like New York style.
Yeah.
But I was fast. I was athletic, so I can get out there and compete with them. So he put me out there, and he was like, just go crazy. And that game, I kid you not, man, that game, it was my freshman year. I ended up with 19, but all of it was in the second half. So I was hitting and 1 threes. I was going crazy. But at that time, I knew I was home. This was probably like our third or fourth game of the year. So I was like, man, I'm home. I'm home. But we actually lost that game, man. That's the only game we lost my freshman year. So I lost one game my freshman year. My sophomore year, I lost one game, and that's to LeBron James.
Right. I didn't know y'all played them.
Yeah, we went up to St. Vincent St. Mary's. We actually played at the University of Akron. LeBron was a junior. Okay. And I mean, what else can I say, man? It's LeBron James, dog.
Right.
Like, if y'all want a little bit backstory about the game, I lost us the game. I was a sophomore. I lost the game. So, I mean, I'm not going to, I'll never blame refs, man. But, Jimmy McKinney, you got Nike All-American. You got LeBron James, who's arguably the best player in high school basketball at that time.
Right.
We go up there. Our teams are ranked 2 and 3 in the country.
Yeah.
So, play at University of Akron, sold out. Game sold out for months.
Yeah.
The refs had a quick whistle, man. Jimmy didn't play. He probably played, say 4 minutes in the whole game, bro. Wow. 4 minutes in the game. But when you got other great players, man, Nick had like 24. Nick was hooping. He was hitting threes. He was actually giving Romeo Travis the business, bro. Like that's when I was like, man, Nick can go to the league. Yeah. Like Nick is cold. Like, but the game it was real close the whole game. It came down to the last 2 minutes. Matter of fact, it was like the last 2 minutes. We got this thing we call tip out. So when we tip the ball, we just run and get it. You know what I'm saying? If it's too many people in there. So we called tip out, and I went to get the rebound, and Drew Joyce grabbed my jersey. Okay. Intentional foul, game tied, 1:30 on the clock. Yeah. I'm at the free throw line by myself. I hit these 2 free throws, ball game. We're going to hold the ball. We get the ball back. They got to foul again, hit 2 more. We up 4. That's pretty much ball game. Right. So intentional foul, I get fouled. I go to the line. I'm a sophomore too. So this is my first really experience, bro, where it was like league, like straight up, like, man, this is real. This is the atmosphere. So I go to the line. We in Akron, University of Akron. Behind the basket is the whole St. Vincent St. Mary's cheering section.
Oh.
I go to the line by myself. Ain't nobody up there. I'm by myself. And coach looked at me. Coach clapped. He like, yeah, because he know I'm finna knock these down.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Man, went to the line, missed the first, and I'm like, oh. So I looked at coach. He like, just hit this one. Just make it. We only need one. Just make this one because we get the ball back. They got to foul. So went up, took a deep breath. I'm talking about they going crazy. Signs, everything. Like, they got to think, bro. I'm 15 years old, bro.
Sweating like a mug. What?
Hey, it's 10,000 people back there. I'm 15 years old. You hear me?
Ooh-ee.
I shot it. Perfect shot, bro. That mug hit the back of the rim, rolled around, and rolled out the back. I was like, oh, my gosh. But we get the ball back.
Yeah.
And we hit a three. Inbound pass, Nick hit a three. The refs waved it off. No basket. They called it illegal screen under the basket. Under the basket, though. It had nothing to do with the play.
Wow.
But that was it. After that, I mean, they kind of went down. LeBron hit 2 free throws, and that was it. Yeah. That was it. But I lost us that game, man. I got to the locker room. I had it was only 2 times I could see myself crying after a game, bro. It was my freshman year. We lost to Farragut, and when we lost to LeBron, because I knew for a fact that was my chance to, you know what I'm saying, solidify myself as like, hey, I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? But I missed them, and I cried like a baby in the locker room. Coach was like, no, you fine. But in the bigger scheme of things, those 2 free throws didn't determine how well I had played.
Right.
After that, I blew up like too fast because I actually played very well. But we lost to LeBron my sophomore year.
Question for you. Playing in that moment, did you realize, like, hey, LeBron, this dude he's going to be that guy? Like, in that moment, did you know that?
I'm going to be honest. He had a glow, bro. They say the Bruce Leroy, the glow.
Yeah, he had that black Jesus.
No, it was more than that, bro. He had it. Like, he had it. He knew he was good. His confidence was super high. But I was like, man, he probably ain't that good, but you don't know how strong the dude is, man. Yeah. So the guy, we was on a break. He was on a break going. I'm like, man, I'm finna tip this mug out of his hand, right? Yeah. So he took a couple of dribbles and he finna do his infamous dunk. Yeah. And I ran up under him and I tipped it. He kind of was surprised that I got there. I tipped it, but I didn't look up because he had already jumped. I tipped it out the corner of my eye. I'm thinking the ball going out of bounds, bro. Yeah. He caught that mug, bro. Caught it and dunked it with 2 hands in. And looked at me and said, oh! Hey, I looked at him, I was like, man, this dude real, bro. This dude is real. Look, he was like, hey, what? He beat his chest and ran back on Dito. Usually people celebrate more. When he ran back, I said, oh, he down in. Yeah. He wasn't working. He wanted to score, but he ready to. I said, this dude different, dog. Yeah. I said, he different. He different. I was more impressed with his court vision and passing. They switched him to the point in the second half, bro. It wasn't nothing we could do about that. Man. We couldn't really pick him up full. Yeah. See, he's point guard. So he was different. And I said, hey, dude is he it. Crazy. Which now, he's arguably the best player in the world.
Yeah, he's the best player. He's not the GOAT. He's still MJ, still number 1.
The fact we ain't gonna
Kobe 2, Bron 3.
Yeah, we ain't gonna even get into that, man. Hey, man, the guy I wear his shoes. We all wear his shoes, bro. Yeah. So
they're a little heavy. They're a little heavy.
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about that though. They heavy because of all them rings and all them stats he got. The champ, you carrying all that weight, man. You the GOAT. You carry all that weight.
Yeah. So we fast forward to your. So y'all won state your freshman year, sophomore year. Yeah. Let's fast forward to junior year.
Yeah, we won state my freshman year, sophomore year.
Okay.
Lost. That's 2 games. We lost my junior year. Going into some of my junior year, I probably was ranked top 40 in my class. I had a really good junior summer. So I had been invited to Nike All-American Camp. And when you go there, my group was, I'm going to tell you my group. It was 7 of us. Mm-hmm. It was Chris Paul. It was Monte Ellis, Daniel Gibson, Jordan Farmar, Raymond Sessions, and Rondo. Ooh. Actually, no. Take Rondo out because he was Adidas. Jordan Farmar and it was somebody else in my group. It was somebody else. I'm missing somebody. And then myself, who was all the point guard group.
Okay.
But at this time, you know, ain't no social media, nothing like that. So
Right.
you don't know who's actually really good. Now, Chris Paul and Daniel Gibson was leading the country in scoring.
Yeah.
So I knew who he was. But Chris Paul, I'm like, man, this dude is cold. But he was a year older, you know what I'm saying? So, and they was like, yeah, and you look over, we're doing our individual skill work. Roy Williams, Coach K, you know, Calipari's there. Every coach in the country, head coach, not assistant. Every head coach in the country is watching us. Tom Izzo is watching us. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was definitely an experience, man, where I was like, okay, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. So, but also got to give a shout out to the St. Louis guys. You had Kalen Grimes from St. Louis who was there.
Gee.
Blake was there. Blake was there at that time. Blake Ahern, Lance Harris. You had Terry Evans had shocked the world, bro. Terry didn't even get invited.
Yes,
He
sir.
didn't get invited. Terry was sitting on the side at the Jamboree, bro, and came out, and he was unranked, nothing. And some kid got hurt at the Jamboree, and they have enough players, and they said Terry could play, man, and got invited to Nike camp. He was the only person I've ever seen, bro, to go unranked, nothing, and actually just you're All-American. You're the number 2 wing in the country.
Yes, sir. That's crazy.
For real.
I had him on a couple episodes ago, and he gave that whole backstory because
it was crazy.
Only few know.
Hey, only a few. And my thing was, I was there. I was like, me and Kalen was probably the only 2 who was the younger guys who had experienced that. So I'm like, man, where Terry come from? And they was like, man, he was at the Jamboree and just showed out. I said, he didn't get invited to the Jamboree. You see the list? They was like, man, somebody got hurt. They told him to come play. Hey, but if you know Terry, freak athlete, man. Terry was, bro. I was like, man, I'm gonna see how Terry doing the camp, man, because you think Terry's skinny, long, he athletic, but you don't know how he do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how he gonna do. I'm like, I go watch Terry play. I'm watching their individual skill. They're like, all right, catch it on the wing, rip through, and then you gotta finish. So they ain't saying you gotta dunk this mother. They saying catch, rip through, watching your footwork. Man, Terry catching the mug on the ring, ripping through, windmill.
It wasn't no layup for him, man. Everything was in him.
Hey, he was dunking on people. I said, oh, man, Terry cold. He going to the league. Hey, but shout out to Terry, too, man. It was them fun stories. But not to get off subject, but back to that summer. At the end of the summer, man, I went to a showcase. I had no business being there, really, but I just wanted to hoop. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good St. Louis players actually playing in the showcase, so we all just there. Like I said, I really didn't have to be there, but I just wanted to hoop as a kid, you know, wanted to hoop. But at the showcase, I broke my kneecap. So just imagine going from you top 40, you know, you top 5 point guards in your class, you 5-star, and then you break your kneecap the week before the high school season. Going into your junior year when you finna take over, you finna be the man. You had Jimmy leaving, Nick was leaving, and it was my time. So going to my junior year, broke my kneecap, beginning of the year. And I didn't practice, didn't do nothing. I didn't even want to be around basketball, man, to be honest. And my mom, she used to, you know, be on me like, you sure you don't want to go to the gym? I was in a wheelchair for 3 months.
Yeah.
Had the long cast on for another 2 months. And at Vashon, like that time, that's Baby James was gonna be a freshman. Bobby was Baby James was a freshman. Johnny was a freshman. Kenny Daniels was coming in. At the time, we always forget to talk about Kenny, man. But Kenny, he was. But I was gonna be their leader. Like that was it. But shoot, I didn't even get a chance to play, bro. I ain't play a game till the end of the year. So in my junior year, you had Baby James and they were freshmen, so teams were beating up on us, bro. Yeah. Like they freshmen. So you got teams like Gateway with Randall Faulkner, who was actually he a pro. You got Poplar Bluff with Tyler Hansborough. You got we going on the road. We going up to we in Indiana playing AJ Radcliffe. We're going to Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Like we going to all these different tournaments and playing these big exposure events because I was supposed to be the man matched up against you know these top players. And you know we had freshmen who weren't really ready for that yet, so they took a beating, man. We were getting beat left and right. We lost to Roosevelt that year. They had you know Anthony Jones, Turtle. They had Jeff. People don't talk about Jeff, but Jeff was cold. Lionel was actually still at Roosevelt. We lost to Roosevelt. We lost a ton of games, bro. We lost a ton of games. I ain't gonna lie. And I couldn't do nothing about it because I wasn't on the court. I couldn't. I was a cheerleader.
Yeah.
I was cheerleader wearing a headband. I made sure I was fresh on the sideline. I was over there cheerleader, but it kind of got to me is because like this your team, and y'all taking these beatings, and you can't do nothing about it. So it humbled me, bro. Like it brought
a humble feeling.
Man, it brought me from the mountaintops to scum, bro.
Right.
Scum, like, and I was a 16-year-old kid, so it was like it broke me a little bit. I mean, I would go to school and I had some cool teachers, man. When I first did, I'm like, I would be all right. You know, your confidence high. Man, them months went by. I'm still sitting in that wheelchair. I'm looking at teachers. My teachers laughing at me like, you ain't got a haircut. You ain't did nothing. Hey, man, my mental health was at an all-time low.
Oh, man.
But I had people around me still support me, like, you gonna be all right, man. We're gonna push you. So,
I'm sure that meant a lot.
Yeah. I came back actually for the playoffs for districts.
Okay.
But I was like 70%, and I was not supposed to be playing. Couldn't guard nobody, couldn't move.
Yeah.
I could shoot this thing, but I couldn't do nothing. So we actually made it to the game before state. Actually, my junior, we lost to St. Charles West, and they had a kid by the name of Neil Griffin, and another kid by the name of Robbie Bazell. The Bazell name, it may ring a bell because Robbie is Alex Bazell, who's the NBA trainer.
Yeah.
That's his big brother.
Okay.
So he was actually really good, man. Robbie was very good. We lost to St. Charles West that game going to state. So that whole junior year, they had lost. I'm gonna say we had lost 10 games. We had lost 10 games just in that 1 year.
Yeah.
So I really don't count that because I wasn't out there.
I feel you.
I wasn't out there. So
okay.
But come back senior year, I ain't lose. I was a man on a mission. I'm like, man, I was. But the doctor said I wasn't gonna fully recover. I had the best trainers, bro, in the world, bro.
Okay.
Like I ain't gonna lie, I had the best trainers in the world. So, but I kind of felt this shadow, bro, from my junior year going into my senior year because everybody laughed at it, bro.
Yeah. Like
Vashon ain't the Vashon at the old.
Yeah.
Polk hurt, they ain't gonna recover. Baby James ain't that good. Bobby and Johnny, they young, they don't know what's going on. Kenny don't want to be out there. Like we would hear so much. The helicopter, like Will was actually ineligible his junior year, so Will didn't play either. So 6'9", Curtis Buse was eligible junior year, so he didn't play to the second half of our junior year, and he had just transferred in. D. Allen Hicks didn't play to the second half.
I forgot about D. Allen, man.
And so like the bulk of the experienced players that we had wasn't playing.
Yeah.
So we had like freshmen out there, bro. Baby James out there just running around. I'm like, hey, just do this, do that. But fast forward to my senior year, now he a sophomore, but he's been in these fires. He's played against all the funk. So come my senior year, we ready. I'm like, hey, we ain't losing, dog. We ain't losing. I don't care who we play.
Yeah.
And everybody who beat us, we beat them by 50. My senior year. It wasn't no sub me out. No, none of that. Coach was like, do your thing. You missed the whole year.
Yeah.
I know you got it. So, and I went bananas. I ain't gonna even lie. My senior year, I went bananas, man. And the crazy part, I only averaged probably like total for the year, I probably averaged like 13, 14 points. But in those
loaded team though, man. That was loaded.
But it was balanced, well balanced. We had like three or four people averaging 12. You know what I'm saying? But at that point though, when it was games where it got tight, or if I knew I had to step up, and I was hitting 25, 26 in the state championship game. And I still, at this time, I know Therese actually tied it or whatever, but I actually had the record for a long time, bro. The most points scored in the state championship game. I had 38 in the state championship. Yeah. We were losing at halftime. And still got 21 points in the quarter.
You snapped. Yeah, that was the third quarter. You snapped.
Yeah, I snapped. 21 points in the quarter. So I know you probably got some questions about that game. So,
yeah, I'm curious because, like you said, y'all going into halftime and senior year, you losing. You got everything's on the table.
Like,
what was your mindset going into halftime? Like, what did Coach Iron say to you that just you flipped that switch?
This is crazy, bro. This is the worst Coach Iron's experience I had because I knew he was dead serious.
Yeah.
So all year we undefeated come to this game. We undefeated, so we ain't lost the game. And I'm not playing bad. I probably had like 11 at halftime, something like that. I wasn't playing bad. So we get in, or the whole team walking into the locker room. So we sit in the locker room, and I'm looking at everybody. I'm just looking around, looking at everybody's eyes. And ain't nobody saying nothing. That is not like us. You got Will in the locker room. Will usually, he the enforcer. So he usually like, come on, man, He ain't nobody saying that. So coach come in. And this is like, he ain't come in right away. He probably took at least 5 to 7 minutes to come in there. So he come in, he walked in, he was like, is there anything out there that y'all haven't seen all year? And we looked around, I was like, nah. Like nobody, we ain't have an answer. Everybody's like, nope. That's the only answer. Like, and he was like, all right, cool, let's go play. That's the only thing he said. So I'm always the last person out the locker room. I always make sure I was the last person. So everybody get out, pick up my Gatorade cup. We playing at Mizzou. We playing at Mizzou. So at the Hearn. So everybody walking out. I'm the last person to walk out. And coach waiting on me. He grabbed me by my arm. He's like, hey, let's talk. We can walk and talk. So he said, matter of fact, I want you to look me in my eyes. I said, what's up? He was like, you the only person who been here. So what he meant by that was, out of my whole team, none of my other, teammates had played in the state championship game because they were either freshmen or they came as juniors, so they had never played in the state championship game. Okay. He was like, you're the only person that's been here. And we was down 7. He was like, so if this game is not tied, we not ahead within the first 3 minutes, I'm sitting you down and you watching the rest of the game.
Wow.
I said, huh? He said, go out there. He said, I'm serious. And I was like, all right. And at that moment, coach, he's never really said nothing like that to me. Like, he always let me do my thing because I'm with him, you know what I'm saying? We talk or whatever, but he was like, this game is tied. Are we ahead within the next 3 minutes? Or I'm sitting you down and you watching the rest of the game. This is what you live for, your senior year. You want to go out on top. Man, I went out there. As soon as I get out there, I kid you not, Baby James is waiting on the court for me with a ball and woman. Yeah, come on, let's go, let's get it going. And I'm like, all right, cool, because you got, Baby James done took his lumps, but he like, come on, big bro. But that showed his heart though. Baby James like, I'm in this, we ain't losing. And I'm like, all right, cool. So when you get that confidence from him, and then Will come over to me like, come on, bro, stop BSing, man, come on, you got to do this. Like, let's do this. So go after the first 2 minutes, we was up by 5. Yeah. Up by 5, we went on a run. I think I scored I scored like another 11 points, bro, probably within 2 minutes. Like, I hit a bunch of threes, got some steals, and I blacked out. We playing Kearney out of Kansas City.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So they actually were pretty good that year. They had one state in football, and this was gonna be a next go round for basketball. So they whole
whole town there.
Yeah, wasn't happening though.
Clearly.
So it wasn't happening. I mean, I literally put them on my back that day, bro, and that was the first time I was like, I blacked out though. Yeah. But I'm telling you, I was catching the ball, bro. It was like throwing a rock in the ocean, bro. I was shooting that mug from everywhere. So it probably was the best quarter that a lot of people probably seen, for real, like in their life though, because I did it all, bro. Yeah. I missed one shot, bro. I shot a 3 and it rammed out, but I chased it down. I caught it. Yeah. I caught it, dribbled in the corner and hit a 3. They coach called a timeout. He was shaking his head. Yeah. I was shooting the ball from deep. It was crazy. But that game, I swear, that was the only thing Coach Iron said to me. When we were in the huddles, I wasn't even going to the huddles. I was going to get some water. Yeah. Like, I go back and watch the tape. I was like, man, I wasn't even listening to nothing nobody was saying.
You was in that zone.
I was in the zone. So, and I think that was the first time that I actually got in that type of zone where it mattered, like on the big stage. Right. So,
yeah, man. I wish my senior year, I wish we would have got a chance to play. I always wanted to play Vashon. Like, yeah, I want to go out here, man. Like you said, I want to make a name for myself. Even though, like, my freshman, sophomore year, actually my freshman year, we go back to that battle of the Midwest. We're playing at the old Vashon, hot as a mug in there, no air, and I got to check Jimmy. Jimmy lighted me up. Hey, I swear, I thought about quitting basketball.
For real?
I'm like, if it's like this, I can't do it.
Hey, it puts you on that. When you don't know somebody's that good, man, it puts you on that edge. Oh, he is real. It's different. It's a different. It's a
And
different.
when he wasn't going ham, you got Nick at 6'6", 6'7".
No, it's 6
whatever he is, just
8.
he cold. Like I hadn't
Yeah.
seen nothing like that, bro. So I'm like, man, I'm done with hooping. Like I'm just gonna
Hey.
go to school. And that's how it's gonna be.
I'm gonna tell you something though. Just imagine this though. Like you gotta think. Just imagine how the practices work. Like you got to guard, we break off in the skill work, so you got to post down here to go. And you do a lot of one-on-one stuff. You do a lot of skill work, and you got to guard these dudes. Like you got to guard Jesse. You got to guard Baby James. You got to guard Jimmy. You got to guard when Nick came down, because he wasn't really a post player. When Nick he got half and half. So when Nick come down here, you can guard this 6'8" and you 5'6". You got to guard Donnie Jackson. You got to guard Arnold Britt, who's smart. Like you got to guard Anthony Wilson, aka Petey. You got to guard Petey, who had the meanest crossover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to guard, Brendan Jackson, which BJ, who can score off the dribble. You got to guard all these dudes in practice every day. And any given day may not be your day. You know what I'm saying? So you might be getting cooked, and ain't nothing you can do about it. But that's what made us. That's what made me better, bro. That's like. If I had gone to MICDS, I would have been successful. Even when we was in high school, people don't know MICDS actually won a state championship when I was in high school. So their team was actually pretty good, but if I would have been there, I wouldn't have gotten this better because I was playing against those players every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Like it was no drop off. No drop off. Like, and you knew like, all right, slip up today, you may not be starting tomorrow. Like
somebody waiting. Somebody waiting.
They waiting, everybody waiting their turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I always say this about Baby James, bro. Like, I seen him grow he came in as a kid, bro, a little kid. And I'm not necessarily saying that it was the work that I put in with him. No, it wasn't that. He always had heart. Yeah. He's a winner. He ain't gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine you got this 5'4" kid who 115 pounds talking all stuff. You're like, come on, man, get away from me, man.
Right.
All that. You fighting him, you beating him up, and he right back up. Like, that ain't hurt. Like, that ain't hurt. Like, straight battle. He bleed. Come on, we still going. I'm like, hey, man, chill. We playing one-on-one after practice. I'm destroying him, killing him. He like, no, we playing one more. But that's him. That's why he is pro that he is today, because ain't no off switch, bro.
Right.
Is he doing this or that's it?
Yeah,
so
he's a solid pro for sure.
Yeah. Oh man, he's definitely one of the best for sure.
And that's the good thing. I mean, I know growing up, man, all I knew was the league. Like, you got to make it to the league or that's it.
Right.
Now there's so many different avenues. Even if you don't make it to the league, go overseas and make that money. Hey. I think a lot of people haven't embedded that in their head. Like, okay, if I don't make it to the league, I still got an avenue where I can go and make this money. Right.
So, I mean, I think it wasn't a really big thing. Like when we were in high school, you never heard of people really talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It was in the league or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for us, when we were coming out, I didn't really get into that till I would say around my sophomore, junior year of college, when I seen people going overseas to play. Don't know how. I'm like, I don't even know how that work. How you going over to Europe and you don't know nobody European? You don't know nobody from Europe. Yeah. So the thing is it started to that actually started to blossom. I would say around our era, where more and more people, more and more Americans were going to different countries, going down south, going up to Canada. They were going to Europe, going to Australia, which is a big base now, going to China. So it kind of blossomed around that time. But if I had known more about that then I probably would have embedded more time into actually not trying to go to the league, but you still can go and make some money, which was, you know what I'm saying, which is I kind of give a praise to Coach Majerus though. My senior year, my senior year, we met before my senior season. He didn't know anything about me. So we met, he was like, what you want? I'm like, man, I want to play basketball. I want to go to the league. And he looked at me and laughed. Like, you want to go to the NBA? I was like, yeah. He was like, I don't know if you're going to be able to go to the NBA. He said, you can go play basketball, but I don't know if you'll be able to make it to the NBA.
Yeah.
So that was an eye-opener, like, hey, what you mean I can't go to the league? He was like, but you can go play. So that's when I started to learn more about the overseas thing.
Okay.
So, and at that time, Jimmy had been overseas for a year.
Yeah.
So I kind of like, okay, yeah, I can go make some good money. You know what I'm saying? Playing basketball. So he kind of opened them doors, or educated me on like, hey, this is another life outside of the NBA where you play and make some money. So, and he's like, no doubt you're talented. You're one of the most talented, kids I've seen, and just the way you play. He was like, you play so hard, you can go somewhere and play.
Yeah,
he make a lot of money too. So he kind of opened my eyes to that on there as well. My senior year of college for sure.
So why SLU over Mizzou?
To be honest, I was supposed to go to Mizzou. That's why. Well, technically no, that's not where I was supposed to go. If the stars were aligned, I was supposed to go to Mizzou because Jimmy was there.
Yeah.
I could have moved him to the 2. I'd have been the 1. But the real reason I didn't go to Mizzou, that was around the time when Ricky Clemens had got into all the trouble with Mizzou. So, I had talked to Quinn Snyder. Shout out to Quinn Snyder, head coach of Utah Jazz. But Quinn, he was actually the head coach. He was Jimmy's head coach at that time. So me and him were real close. And I would talk to him whenever I went down. And he wanted me, but he kind of broke it down. He was like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to be here. I don't know who's going to be here. Like, he knew what was going on. So I was like, well, that's out the question.
Right.
My dream school was actually, bro, I wanted to go to Georgetown. A lot of people know that, and a lot of people don't know that. So I wanted to go. And I had that.
Still there.
He was. I had that on the table. But I had just had a son. So I just had a son. I want to be close to home.
Yeah.
And Lou was like, Soderbergh was like, hey, actually Lorenzo Romar recruited me, but Soderbergh was on his staff. At that time, Soderbergh was the head coach, but he like, hey, this is yours. When you come in, you got the keys to the Bentley. I'm not gonna recruit a point guard till you're a senior. I mean, why wouldn't I do that?
Say
I know
no
I'm gonna go play right away. He was like, hey, I'm gonna reach out to some people. Who else you think out there that we can get? Like, so, and if you at that time, I think we ended up getting Tommy Liddell, Kevin Lish, Luke Meyer, and those are 3 of the at that year, my senior year in high school, everybody who made the all Metro team was at SLU except for Xavier Price.
Yeah.
So everybody first team all Metro was at SLU. So we ended up getting some talent, like talented guys from the area, and he didn't recruit a point guard. So it was either in practice, I was in that mug by myself. I didn't have a sub. I didn't have a sub or nothing.
Work through it.
But he like, hey, play through it. You got to learn. And we was in Conference USA my freshman. I had a pretty good year, man. But that's why I went to SLU. He was like, hey, this is yours, bro. Like,
okay.
It was so crazy because like we in high school. It's after the high school basketball season. I'm going to photo shoots, taking pictures, bro, with my St. Louis University like basketball clothes on. I hadn't even graduated high school yet. I'm on billboards. You ride down Highway 40. I'm on billboards. Ride down 70. I see myself on billboard. I'm like, bro, how did I get up there? And I'm still a bit shy at this time. You know what I'm saying? It was after the high school season, but I committed to SLU as a junior.
Okay.
It wasn't senior year, so I knew I was going there. So that was like, you know, so I was like, man, I made it.
I remember, man, hey, some of them open runs in West Pine Gym. And man, like I used to go out, Terry used to be in there, Terry Evans. Then all your whole SLU squad. But it was man, what's my guy name? Anthony Drea.
Yeah.
He used to light me up, boy. I'm like, it was just certain players throughout my years. Like I had Jimmy, then I had Anthony Drea. Then a couple times I go to Umsung Hoop and open runs. I got Jonathan Griffin. Like, all these guys, like, they put it in perspective. Like, I don't think I want to play no more.
Right. I'm gonna quick story. JG, bro. JG was not that good coming out of high school. He's old. So, you know, we used to scrimmage. It was an exhibition game. Yeah. SLU and Umps. We'd play every year. JG used to go to work, bro. I used to be like, where you get that good, man? I'm like, you been working on your game. He used to get buckets, bro. He probably have, you playing against a D1 school, so you at a D2. You score 18, bro. I'm like, he's a bucket getter.
Solid, yeah.
Yeah, you a bucket getter. I'm like, now I used to kill whoever they guards was. It ain't matter. But he used to go to work, bro. JC used to work. So yeah, I totally understand what you work that perspective. And the funny thing is, my first individual workout was with Drea at SLU. Okay. He was cooking me, bro. I'm like, this dude is different. And he wasn't And look, crazy. He wasn't even that good, man. He was just older. He's more experienced, and he knew how to play.
He was
So
solid.
he was solid, and he was tough as nails. So I love playing with Dre, man. Love playing with him because he left it all out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm glad it wasn't just me then that he was cooking.
Right, yeah. But once it took me about a month. After that, it was over with. He couldn't do that. But
yeah. And then you had Luke Meyer, Tommy.
Yeah.
Bell.
A roommate.
Quiet, man.
Me and Tommy was roommates, man. You know, I probably was the real reason why he kind of went to SLU too, man.
Okay.
Like, you know, them Vashon Eastside Wars used to be crazy, like crazy in high school. So me and him, we actually became close actually in high school.
Okay.
On his official visit, I was actually his host. So we was all, you know, you got East St. Louis, St. Louis. We was like, hey, we finna do this thing. And then you get Kevin. You know, Kevin, people didn't think Kevin was that good, man. Kevin Lish was a problem. He just retired. Shout out to Kevin. Yeah, I don't know, man. He was Australian national team, Australian Player of the Year, champion. He's still lives in Australia now, but he just retired.
Didn't he play in the Olympics with Australia?
He's on the Australian Olympic team. That's what I'm saying. He's on national. Yeah, so like when you have guys like that, man, I mean, that should tell you the talent level that was around.
Yeah.
You know, like, and you talk about overseas, he is the face of Australian basketball league, the top league.
That's crazy.
All right.
Yeah, y'all had a team full of lefties.
All lefties.
Yeah. That's
all
crazy.
lefties.
And I love lefties. I'm a lefty, so
we was the only team in the country you had your 4 your 5 starters left-handed.
and most people don't to this day. It's hard to guard a lefty.
Man,
it's hard.
It's different. It's different, bro. It's different.
So you said Coach Majerus, so you had Coach Soderberg all 4 years?
Yeah, I had Brad Soderberg for 3 years. Shout out to Coach Soderberg. He actually is the associate head coach at Virginia.
Okay.
So national championship, you know what I'm saying? So we communicate probably like, I would say a good 5 or 6 times a year. He actually reach out. We always talk, briefly as well.
Okay.
I had Soderberg for 3 years. And then he was, we actually lost. We won 21 games my junior year when he got fired. So we was on the bubble to, making a turn and everything.
Yeah. And
he actually got fired out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? So then they brought in Coach Majerus. So I played with Rick Majerus my senior year. He is I would say it's right here. Him and Coach Irons, the basketball minds, bro, are elite level. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And he shared so much, and I learned so much from him, bro, in a short period of time. I wish I could have had him probably for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he would have made me a better player, because even though my numbers really didn't show how good I was, he knew I was such a good player, because no matter what situation or whatever was going on in the game, I could do it.
Yeah.
So if we had to zone, if you had to play man, or if you had to, run certain things, he could always depend on me to actually do it. But I've learned so much from him, man. I had a notebook, bro. It was about this thick of like notes. No lie, we had books. He made from film, everything. We always took out our notebook, bro. I had a notebook this thick, bro, of just everything, just about basketball.
That's dope.
It was crazy. But we were learning. We were taking notes. I was learning how to play the game. I was learning how to do a scouting report, how to break down one individual play, strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
So I learned so much in that 1 year, man. It was crazy. And it was just a crazy experience, bro, to be honest. It was different, bro.
Yeah.
Practice closed off. We practiced for 1,000,000 hours. We ate at all the best restaurants, any city you went to. Coach Majerus went slacking there, bro.
Yeah,
all the best
restaurants, man.
Private flights, jets. Craziest story. My senior year, the year Boston won the NBA championship, bro. This was December. We on the East Coast.
Okay.
Oh, he like, hey, we got emergency meeting. I'm like, hey, man, somebody got in trouble. We get downstairs in the banquet room at the hotel, bro. I walk in, Doc Rivers met with us, bro. That year when we was sitting there talking, he was like, Rondo is the key, bro. He's like, if Rondo continue to do what he do, we gonna win.
Yeah.
Don't forget. And we sat and talked to Doc Rivers for like 3 hours.
Wow.
3 hours. Like straight up, like nobody, no fans, no cameras, just the team and Doc Rivers. That's like you can ask anything you want to ask him, bro. But that's the kind of juice that Majerus had, because those type of people respected him.
Yeah.
We talking about Doc Rivers, NBA head coach. Like and they won the championship that year. And everything he was saying is the same exact thing he was saying to the media, bro. And I was like, man, he was straight up being real with us.
He was being real. Yeah.
Like, this is what it is. Like, and he was like, ain't none of y'all asked me how I improved as a player. Like, he was telling us stuff to ask him because we just didn't know. He was schooling us to like the game. So my senior year, bro, I learned a lot. My numbers didn't show how good I was, bro. I learned so much, and it took me to another level as a player.
Yeah, you was a floor general for sure. So
for sure,
you leave SLU. I mean, obviously, unfortunately, no NBA doors open.
Yeah, that wasn't happening. I was too small.
No NBA doors open, so you go, you play semi-pro, right, with NBA league.
Yep, I went ABA my first couple years.
Okay.
Then actually a new league started in the United States. Well, it was already on the East Coast, but I had went to a bunch of combines, a bunch of camps, and I ended up actually getting drafted, bro. I got drafted actually into the league, which is actually great because the league now is actually the Canadian league. That's the league actually Canada, so it was kind of like up northeast. But I actually ended up getting drafted, and the crazy part about it is like the team that drafted me actually was St. Louis. It was actually in St. Louis, so I never had to leave. Yeah. So I was here playing. I could still work, do everything here playing, and it was cool. It was straight. Me and Terry actually we played together on that team. So
okay.
After that, still did a bunch of grinding, man. Going to a bunch of different camps in Vegas, going to Indianapolis, going to Chicago, going to Memphis, going down to Florida, going on the East Coast. Like it was just a grind just to get that exposure. Like because you want to take the next step. So the next league I actually played in was the MBPA. And I actually played with the River Sharks based out of St. Louis, so I didn't have to leave. Honestly, it was guys, bro, and we actually was getting paid, like, really good. It was guys who was going overseas, bro, and I was making more money than them here. So it was like, you could leave, but you can still be here and get the same money they getting. So I actually ended up, I'm like, man, I might as well stay, be around my family, be around my kids. Yeah, be around family, be around my kids, still can do, little stuff. So I just ended up staying. Played, made my money. It was fun. It was cool. And then I went back after the MBPA. And this was literally 3 years ago. After the MBPA, Vashon. I mean, Tone was going back to the V. Yeah. And it was like, hey, bro, like, we can get this back. We can get this back going, bring the tradition back, bring the culture, but I don't want to do it if it ain't y'all. Yeah. Like, it has to be y'all. It can't be nobody else. So went back to Vashon, and the last 4 years, man, it's been amazing.
Yeah, I've been killing it, man.
And like for the program to take that dip for about a good 10 to 12 years, and then we get there, and the first year we win state. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you win state. Then, you go back the next year, you win again. Yeah. So you coaching and you straight up, you actually played, bro. Like, you played in this uniform. Now you on the sideline with these kids, and you coaching them to do what you wanted to do. Yeah. Like, and Tone's understanding was it has to be us because we've been there. Like, we know how the alumni is. We know if it's shot, it ain't no middle ground. It's either state or bust. Yeah. It's either win state championship or it's a bad season. Yeah. No matter what your record is, you can lose all these games during the year, but you win a state championship. That's like that's what our community, the St. Louis community, that's what they hold and shine to, bro. Is either state or bust, and that's a fact. That's a fact. You could lose a game, bro. You could lose a game at Vashon, bro, and that's the most talked about thing in sports the whole week. Yep. The Rams. Yeah. Look, the Cardinals could lose the World Series, and Vashon could lose. They'll talk about Vashon losing more than they talk about the Cardinals. Yep. And
Vashon just is held to a higher standard. So
very high. And in reverse to that too, my senior year, bro. So I had the big story of me going undefeated, coming back off the injury. Yeah. Going on points in state. Swear to God, my senior year, I was the #1 sports story out of all sports. You had the Rams, you had the Cardinals, you had the Blues. I was the #1. The top story was me actually winning state and doing what I did. Yeah. That's how big Vashon basketball is, bro. It's big. It is. And it comes with so much love, man. It puts you on this platform, but it also comes with the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just You know, and to be honest, you gotta think this is 40 years of people losing to Vashon, man.
They're sick of it. They're sick of it.
Bro, hey, your grandpa lost to him. Your daddy lost to him, now you lose. Hey, bro, your grandpa lost to him, your daddy lost to him, now you losing to him.
Generational boy messed up.
This would be crazy though, because now our kids, bro, is coming through. So you know, you got Nick Kernson, who's at Vashon now. Yeah, so now you got your kids losing to him. You know what I'm saying? So you know, so it's just that whole mode of Vashon, man. It is what it is. But people don't see a lot of the hard work and a lot of stuff that's actually put into that.
Right.
But you know, so that's our circle is very small because we know what that grind is like because it's hard, bro. We don't, you know, at Vashon, we don't have a lot of the resources that a lot of other schools have. Now we are getting to that point where we are, and you know, we always say Vashon basketball, but people fail to realize like the educational part is so many people who graduate from Vashon who are very successful, who's all go to college.
Yeah.
And being on the coaching staff, man, we are 99.9% of our kids, bro. And I say 99.9 because there's only one kid that actually he chose to not go to school. But any senior that's played basketball in that Vashon program over the last 5 years, all have gotten a college scholarship to go play basketball.
That's dope.
And it's only one, 99 because it's only one who was like, I don't want to do it. Only one. And you got to think it's kids who didn't get in the game, bro, and they getting scholarships to go play. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For me, I got a bigger joy out of like seeing them win and actually being a helping hand to see it than I did playing. So I kind of fell into that role like, hey man, this is love right here.
Yeah.
This love.
Hey, I be looking at the games from afar, man. I'm here in Texas, but when y'all play CBC or Eastside or whoever, like who got the live stream going? I'm trying to watch it.
Get on there. Who on the live?
And bro, them games, they still be so hyped to this day. I'm like, that's that Vashon culture, man. Y'all bring out the best of everybody.
Right. You had to bring it back too, man. Like we straight up had to. It was a grind, bro. Like again, the standard is high, so it's pressure. You feeling the pressure, like, hey, it's stay the bus, bro.
Yeah.
And the crazy part about it is every group has laid a platform for the next group, bro. Like so, with us, it's not. For me, I had to step back and be like, the new generation of kids. I'm like, hey, they're not us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have their own personality. They have their own this, but now we got to bring all of their personalities all into one to fit the same mode of the program, which is the hardest part. And you got to deal with social media. You got to deal with egos, but you shut them egos down quick. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to. That's any program. There's any program, you know, in there as well. But you deal with so much, but it's like, hey, we all have one common goal, bro.
Yeah.
Within the midst of that common goal, it is a state championship. But within the midst of that, man, we want to make y'all better human beings and set y'all up for after this. Okay. So, luckily we've done a pretty good job, man, of actually doing it, and you can see the results right now. I mean, we got so many kids playing college basketball right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy standard, man, and
yeah.
Not only were there. That the fact that they're playing college ball is where they playing.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous. I take pride in it. I ain't even stepped foot on Vashon campus a day in my life. You feel connected to the program because it is St. Louis. So if y'all winning, I feel like St. Louis as a whole is winning. So
shout out for us,
man.
Yeah, like I said, for us, man, it's a bigger picture. Man, it's like we are setting like a standard and showing like our inner city kids, like, hey, you can actually do this. Like, people don't understand a lot about, when we take these trips, it's not about because we're trying to go and play against the most talent, but what if you had this kid who's never flown on a plane before?
Right.
You have a kid who's never left the city. You have a kid, and it's crazy because you take the small things for granted. Like, man, you don't know what to pack. Like, you can't take this with you, or hey, you need to pack this. You know what I'm saying? Well, you don't even know how to roll your stuff up in the bag if you're gone for a week. So, hey, man, this how you do this. So it's the small things of teaching them that.
Yeah.
Outside of, like, the winning part. The winning going to come with just the hard work. You're going to get better with just the hard work. Like, it's that. And showing them, hey, this is how it's done. Because I have to step back and I'll think, like, hey, he know this already. But that's not the case. He's a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I got to show them how to work. I gotta be up at 5 a.m. because hey, we working out at 6. Then we got practice and we working out after practice because that's how it is on the next level.
Yeah.
And it don't stop. Like if you talk about here, Kobe stories, he working out at 4, he working out at 8, he working out at 12, and then working out again at 6. You know what I'm saying? So you are literally setting a foundation for them to say, hey, when you get to college, you got weights at 6 a.m. Now you got class all day. Now you got practice. Now you got study all at night. So for us, is laying that and teaching them, hey, this is how it's going to be. So when they get to college, they're like, man, it's just like working out at 6 in the morning, then going to school all day.
Major time.
Right, and you're preparing them. And now when they leave to go, they know how to pack to go to school. They know what to pack.
Right.
They've been on the plane before. They know how it feels to travel to different states, and you don't have no fans there with you, and you're in a hostile environment. So we are, we've been preparing them for that more than anything. Not necessarily the fame and the winning, but it's that it's that, and to be young men at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That was one of the questions I was going to ask you. What goes into like the schedule building? Like different people have different agendas for why they want that national schedule, but you just literally broke it all the way down. Why Vashon do it?
Yeah, and like I said, it's more of like for us, it's like you do want to play against the best players in the country. And honestly, if you have kids that are on that level, man, you want them to be seen in different regions too.
Sure.
So you going to California, you want to get some schools from the West Coast. If you're going down south, if you're going to Chicago, you trying to get as many looks, man, from as possible, because it may not be one player they're looking at. It could be somebody else on the bench.
Yeah.
But also too, to go with that is you want to get them an opportunity to see something different, bro.
Right.
Like we went to when we went up to Massachusetts, went to DC. We stood up there where Dr. Martin Luther King gave the "I Had a Dream" speech. We took them to see that. We went to all the history museums when you go. So it's not just going to play basketball; it's educational. Bro. Hey, this educational trip.
Yes, sir.
So,
them gonna be lifelong memories. They never gonna forget that, man.
And I'm gonna be honest, when we do this, like for us as men too, like me, Tone, Jimmy, Joe, when we on these trips, bro, we are still learning stuff. We had never been where Martin Luther King gave "I Had a Dream" speech. So you stand right in the same spot and you telling the kids, and we all sitting there like chills, bro. Like, oh, this is crazy. Like, this is my first time here too. I feel the same way you feel. But they like, man, this is crazy. And they learn how to dress. You can't wear this. You can't walk around with wave caps. You can't walk around the hotel with barefooted or just in flip-flops. You know what I'm saying? You want to look like something because you never know who you may run into, and you represent something. Like more importantly, yourself, your parents, and you want to be able to carry that confidence and represent yourself no matter where you are.
Right.
So outside of this, that we have no issues on our kids. They are the best kids, bro. Like that, I'm talking about like the best kids in the world. They funny.
Yeah.
They kids, and we don't hold them to a standard. Say, hey, you got to do this when you get there. You got to do this. Nah, man, be yourself.
Yeah.
You should. At the end of the day, you have to be yourself.
I always say, man, a couple years ago, I got to see when the Eagles or Brad Bill Elite, whatever you want to call them. Everybody got their preference, but I kept hearing about Lil Phil. So I'm like, Lil Phil the beast, Lil Phil this, Lil Phil that. I'm like, man, I gotta go check this dude out.
Right.
Bro, I walk in the gym, they playing in the middle of the game. I caught like the start of the second half. And Lil Phil, dog, he's in this dude's face, just grimy, talking smack to him. And I'm like, this is Lil Phil. I told my wife, I'm like, that's Lil Phil right there. This is who I wanted to see. She like, she's like, yeah, he and this girl. I'm like, this dude.
He's gonna give you a show. That boy is. I'm gonna be honest. I hated Phil, bro. I hated Phil. Look, you gotta think. See, Phil, them they played varsity, but they didn't play at all their freshman year because you had Peanut, Corey, Casey, so they were being groomed.
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of time with them. I'm talking about 6 a.m. workouts. They tired. They're like, man, we gotta do this. I'm like, come on, yeah, this is what you gotta do. But see, Phil's game. When you locked in, you got to learn Phil, bro. Like he's funny. He's a kid. He's a goofy kid, but he's serious. That's how his goofiness makes him play better. It makes him. So it's not showboating, but it's confidence. It ain't a lot of, like he be throwing up the three when he hit a three. He be like doing the goggles, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't showboating. That's him. When he's having fun, he an elite player. And for him, dog, like I seen him grow, man. Like we were literally sitting around, and somebody was like, "Man, is he a Division I player?" I'm like, "Hell yes." They was like, "I don't see it." They was like, "I don't see it." This was around his freshman sophomore year. Okay. I'm like, man, because I said because he was the best shooter probably like in the state, bro, easily.
Okay.
Easily. When you can shoot it, you can play anywhere.
Facts.
Look at JJ Redick. Look at Kyle Court. When you can shoot it, you can play anywhere. But also, we were molding him to be, you know what I'm saying, a really good player and a solid point guard. So it was more of he was learning still. He was a kid. It was certain things that he didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But as he got older, you seen it. And the confidence was through, and it's through the roof. Love him. I talk to Phil every other day, man. Like every other, I'm like, hey, you cool? Yeah, I'm working out. Like I'm in the gym, I'm running. Like he like, Coach Polk, can we go run? Like he reaching out, like yeah. Some days like, no, man, I ain't mess with you today, man. Because he was hungry, he wanted.
You want it, yeah.
His confidence is up here. But it took the work to actually get there, and I love him, dog. I love him now. Love him.
So what makes Vashon athlete so successful? Like, because I mean, especially like if you count back, the past 5 years now. I mean,
the grind.
You go with Peanut all the way, go through Mario McKinney, and now you got Kobe and Nick Kern's gonna be something nice.
Hey, the grind,
bro.
I'm
going to Kentucky, like.
Yeah, the grind. Okay. I mean, like, it's you could be in a great program, bro, and not get better, and the program would be great, right?
Fact.
Makes sense. Program would be great.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, bro, to be honest, I don't even talk like this for real, but the grind makes them kids better. They make themselves better. Like they commit to, all right, we're gonna work out at 6. All right. And it ain't just you ain't in the mug just working out, bro. It's like, no, do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, we running 50 of these. No, you got 1,000 burpees. Like, it's the grind. It's gonna be days where you absolutely hate me, dog. It's gonna be days where you hate me because I'm gonna be in your head. You may make a great play. I'll be like, man, that wasn't nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what else could you have done? And you're gonna do it full speed. So if you half-ass it, man, it don't count. You're not doing that. It's the grind. It's the small things, bro. Like, we probably do nothing different, bro, than anybody else who grinding, but we hold them to a higher standard during that grind. And it's one rep at a time, bro.
Okay.
It ain't about you just the quality reps. It's like, no, we're gonna do this right. No, you gotta be dialed in. What you eat today? You can't come out here, man. You ate Flame Hot Cheetos all day? And I be looking at the crazy, but I'll be like, you know what? I know you ate Flame Hot Cheetos because you was sitting there eating it with me.
Hey, we both our fingers orange.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, we got to change that though. So it's the grind, like literally, bro. You every day. I mean, it's and you playing against great competition. So, and let's say if you start killing your teammates, the high school stuff. Well, me, Jimmy, and Joe. Now we gonna get in the drill.
Yeah.
Now what's up? You know what I'm saying? So you have the great basketball minds. I mean, you have a great coach in Tony Irons, bro. He the best, bro.
Yeah.
The best. You know what I'm saying? The best. And I ain't just saying it because that's my best friend or my brother.
Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding, bro.
Sure.
He the best. But I know he the best because I see his grind. His coaching grind is different from anybody.
Okay.
The way he approached the game, the way he approached everything. Then you got Joe, the knowledge just from Joe. You got Jimmy. You got myself, and then you got Will. Like you getting, the best knowledge from
everybody.
The best every level, bro. You had people who who's a guy who's he's the leading scorer all time Vashon history, who this all he cared about is Vashon basketball, and Joe Sheldon. You have Tony Irons, who's been the basketball legacy of Vashon years, but also as a player, Tone won state as a high school player, and he won a national championship as a coach. I mean, as a player in college. Yeah. So you got somebody else who won as your head coach, who had to grind to get college scholarships. Right. He ain't have it easy like Jimmy or myself, where we got ours because we were actually really, really good. Right. He had to grind to get his scholarships. You know what I'm saying? So you get his experience of, hey, you got to do this, and that, because if you don't get seen, this is how you got to do it, because that's how I had it.
Yeah.
Then you got Jimmy, who's professional basketball player on the cusp of being in the NBA. Years of pro basketball overseas. You got myself, who had my own experiences, who is, arguably the best point guard in the state of Missouri ever.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Just with the knowledge from that whole core group of people, bro, how could you not want to be around that all day?
For sure.
And ice, bro, I kid you not. In the summertime, bro, we used to be, before everything of Corona and everything hit, but we used to be at Vashon all day. Like, our kids would be there.
Yeah.
So, Jimmy's son is actually really good. He played basketball. My daughter, my kids, our wives. Like, it's a family. We there all day. And you can come work out. We could be eating, laughing and joking, watch TV. Like, we were a family, man. But it's that part that makes the kids actually that much better. Because they see the family, they see the work, and the criticism. You got to handle now social media, and you go do your thing. So it's the grind, bro.
Yeah.
The grind is different. You can say you're working out, you ain't working out for real. You in the gym, but you ain't training, bro.
Yeah. And everybody, that's that social media era, though. Everybody, I mean, you put your little 1 minute Insta story up, show you shooting a couple jumpers. That don't mean you in there working out.
No,
I
don't
can
mean
make a video showing I'm shooting some shots.
Yeah, you gotta make yourself uncomfortable, bro.
Yep.
Like you gotta do stuff that you really don't want to do.
Yep.
But you do it.
Gotta do it.
And it's that grind. It's that grind. That grind is the reason why I can still play to this day, for real.
Yeah. I see you out there, man. That's why you posted you ain't even post the video, bro. You posted a picture.
Yeah, I posted a picture.
I'm like, is this Photoshop? I looked at it some more. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give my guy some credit.
Bro, when this Corona hit, man, the world stopped. So what that meant is it gave me time to catch up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I've been grinding, man. They say don't never announce your next moves, but I just been grinding, man. That's it. But my grind comes from the kids, man. My daughter, I see her. She's in high school. So I got to show her. Like, if I can show other kids, I got to show my daughter how this works, bro. So got family.
What school is she going to be at?
She's at Lafayette. She's at Lafayette.
Okay.
She's a freshman last year. She played JV, had a really good year.
Okay.
Really good year. So I'm expecting big things, man. Expecting big things. She don't have big shoes to fill. She don't. She's got to be Destiny.
That's cool.
That's it.
Be herself.
That's it. Be herself. She's got to be Destiny. She'll be all right.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you get ready to go. I got a couple more questions, couple quick hitters. I want everybody do their top fives. Top five this, top five that. You somebody that, I want you to give me two top fives. First one, give me your top five Vashon players ever. Exclude yourself, because I know you're gonna throw yourself in there.
I know. I can't do that. No, just playing.
Really, I know if you could, you would put yourself at all five positions.
Oh man, I'm myself at 5.
I'm the best. I'm the best point. I'm the best 2. I'm the best. Nah, but take yourself out and give me your top 5 Vashon players ever.
Top 5 Vashon players ever. One that don't get enough credit. Sean Tunstall. He's the best player ever to play in a Vashon uniform.
Okay.
So Sean Tunstall, he is. Jimmy McKinney, Joe Shelton, of course.
Yeah.
And I'm not just not. I'm going every era too, just with like different players, bro.
Yeah.
Anthony Bonner has to be in there.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? So what's that? Sean, Joe, Jimmy, Anthony Bonner, and my other favorite, bro, is Nick Kern. Nick was an animal, bro. Yeah. Animal. Of course, the after of high school don't do it, but Nick was very good, bro. Nick was very, and that 5. I don't care if you pick 5 people from any school in Vashon history, you're probably not gonna beat that 5. Nope. I don't care. There ain't nothing you can do with that 5.
Hey, one thing about Nick, man, I see his game in so many of the pros nowadays, where you got a 6'8" that can put the ball on the floor, can cross you, can get to the basket. I'm like, I don't know the backstory. We ain't even got to go into details of nothing, but he was that dude. He should been in the league. Him and Jimmy should have been for sure.
Let's say this. You right now, I'm gonna give you a visual. You see Nick Kern Jr., his son.
Yeah.
Just imagine his son at 6'8", and that's crazy. that's crazy. And could shoot a little better.
Yeah.
And can shoot a little better.
And he's gonna be a senior this year, right?
Yep, he'll be a senior. Yeah, proud of Nick, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like from the things I talk about, like day one, I was there when Nick was born. Like I'm not just his coach. I'm not like a friend of the family. No, like me and his mom was sitting in class together while she was pregnant. Like we would go eat together. Like me and her before then, me and her grew up playing basketball together. So it ain't like the Vashon, it extends further from just like this basketball stuff, man. Like we straight up, I'm at the hospital when he born. Yeah, like I'm at the hospital when Mario born. Like it ain't like it's something that's just happened because we didn't coach. No, we actually are a family. Even though we are friends, that's dope. Now, why wouldn't I want Lil Nick to do this? Why would I let him go do some goofy stuff?
Right.
Like I'm hurt when you were born. Like your mama gonna get me.
Y'all vested totally different. Like you said, it's more than coaching. You know, you're gonna have some coaches and programs where it's like, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't have done this, but I'm just your coach, so do whatever. Now, y'all got that family where it's like, I refuse to let you do that. I got too much pride on it.
Right, you can't act a fool in front of me. Yeah. Like I got the right to. Well, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So but it's more than that though, and they trust us because they've been around us before that. Yeah. Before the basketball stuff. So that's what it's about.
All right. Two more things. You gave me your top 5 Vashon ever. Give me your from 2000 to 2006. You should still 2 years removed from high school, but you should still need to know. So from 2006, give me your top 5. Not from Vashon, but just like area players.
Area players?
Yeah, don't give me no Vashon guys.
No Vashon guys? Ooh, this gonna be fun. Oh.
Yeah.
Who?
You about to make a lot of people mad because when they see this.
Kalen Grimes.
Okay. KG. My guy.
This I'll be doing all St. Louis too.
Yeah.
We're not doing East St. Louis. We ain't doing East St. Louis.
Nah, no East St. Louis.
Okay. So yeah, Kalen Grimes. You said 2000. That's Darius Miles.
That's D Miles.
That's Darius Miles. All St. Louis guys. So you got to throw D Miles in there. He's the greatest ever to come out of here.
Facts.
In high school career.
Yeah.
High school career. D Miles. And I got 3 more.
Yes.
Jared Newsom.
Okay.
Jared Newsom.
That's solid.
That's very solid right there. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that at all. And this 2006 to 2006.
Yeah, up until 06.
06, who are the guards? Ooh. I want to throw him in there, but I don't consider him St. Louis, even though he's St. Louis. But Lance Harris.
Okay.
Lance Harris, but he Columbia, but he stayed. He lived in these points. So Lance.
Yeah, he can go. He can get in.
Let me see who else I rock with. Of course, I got to throw Terry in there. Terry did the unbelievable job. Terry got to go in there.
Yeah.
And then last, this is a rough one, bro. To 2006, Sanjay Watts.
Ooh, beast.
Beast. But that's an undercard for me because don't nobody mention him enough, bro.
Nah, he don't get no credit.
Dude, when you go to his college, when you go to UCM, he's on the wall, bro.
That's enough said right there.
He's on the wall. Like, and then he decided to retire. He was playing overseas for like 10 years before he retired.
Okay.
So, I got to give Jennings a shout out too, man. So I thought my Jennings people showed up some love, man. They don't get enough love either.
Jennings had some hoopers, man. They just
Yes, they did.
But I used to love hooping there, and I used to just love just handing it to them. Right. There were certain schools I love to just like, man, I'm finna get out of this work.
Right.
And I was always undercard because most people ain't know me, so it's like,
yeah. They know how athletic and good you are.
Yeah. Hey, so I don't see. I never hear my name pop up in anything, which is good. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Because the less my name come up, then the less problems I have. I ain't got to worry about nobody talking trash about me.
And I know that top 5 gonna ruffle some feathers, but oh well.
Because I'm gonna put it out there.
Ruffle.
Actually, I'm gonna hit you with one more since I got you, and then I'm gonna let you go. And we're gonna take out Tone. Tone don't count. Give me your top 5 coaches right now.
I don't have none. Yeah. No, I'm just... Hey, they my boys too, dog. You know they my boys, dog. So it be funny though, man. So top 5 coaches.
Yeah, top 5 coaches.
We talking about trainers, bro. We talking about coaches. We talking about actually coaches.
You got to have a job as a coach.
Yeah, you got to have a job as a coach. My top 5 coaches.
Everybody's a trainer nowadays, so.
Right. So in my top 5, I'm going with Tat.
Okay.
I'm going with, of course, I got to go with Head, bro.
You got to put Head in there.
Hey, bro. Why?
He's the best coach with no state championships.
Guess why? All of his kids go to college to play basketball.
Facts.
Every last one of them.
Yep.
If you look at a list, bro, I guarantee you right now, Head probably has the most kids that's playing active college basketball right now.
Okay.
All his kids get in school, bro. Every last one of them. Now, he on the hot seat. My boy on the hot seat, though. You let him know. He on the hot seat.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, you on the hot seat, bro. I give it to him every day. But he can't be because he's doing the ultimate job of getting these kids in school, bro.
Sure.
I've seen him get so many other kids in school that's not his.
Yeah.
So that's why. And he puts his all into that, bro. Like this all he breathes, he lives that.
Yep.
So and we doing all boys coaches or girls too.
You can throw some girls in there. Yeah, enlighten me on who got a good girls program.
All right, Dan Raffles over at in Cornet.
Okay.
Dan. I'm throwing John in there, man. The reason why I'm throwing John, the girls last year probably won 5 games. This year they lost 5 games. So that should tell you how big of a jump. And he's only been there, 2 or 3 years. That should tell you how he's evolving and moving on that program too.
Shout out to John. He had like a trio of freshmen, right?
Yeah, and they actually doing really good too, man.
Yeah,
so,
dope.
But I actually see the work that he put in too, though.
Okay.
Like, what I'm saying? Work he put in with them. He's concentrating hard on that because it could be something special. It could be. And then and last, too, John helped the girls get in school too, though. That is what it is.
That's what it's about, man.
And up and coming for me is RJ over at Cardinal Ritter.
Yeah.
Yeah, RJ is up and coming, man. He won. He did something that's hard to do, dog. And he won at a school where the tradition is state of bus too.
Yep.
So I'm saying Cardinal Ritter is the same way. They stay the bus, bro.
Rich tradition.
It's rich, very rich. So RJ is up and coming. He still got a lot more to do because I know he's excited to get some more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's my top 5.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah.
All right. Last thing, Polk. What would Dwayne Polk tell his younger self? So what would this Dwayne Polk at 30, whatever? What would he tell 14, 15-year-old Dwayne Polk?
What would I tell him? Nike, just do it.
Okay.
What I mean by that is around the age of 14, 15, I was a really great player, bro, but I was so systematic of doing what the system actually to do. So but the system kind of made me successful from what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? But growing up, I was so systematic that I could play anywhere. If I just hooped and did it within the system, probably be wearing a Denver Nuggets jersey right now. You know what I'm saying? So, because I had the talent, you know what I'm saying? Had the game, was smart enough.
Yep.
Didn't have height. I had the hype. Had the hype. I didn't have the height, but it was hard over height. You know what I'm saying at that time. So just do it. Just go out here, hoop, and just have fun doing it. Like this is not a job. It's not a job, man. It is. It could be, but it's fun. What else could you be wanting to do? You know what I'm saying? So I said, just do it. Just get out there and just do it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, there we have it, man. Hey, like I said, when we started off, I know it took forever and ever to get this done, but man,
right.
it's probably this probably up there in my top 2, top 3 interviews, man. Just to hear this, I use this platform for guys to come on and get that backstory. Like, it's so many people that they don't know certain things, you know.
Right.
Most people didn't know you was a 4-year starter, or that you had 21 in a quarter in a state championship game.
Right.
You would die, like nothing, everything riding on it. So for people to come on, especially somebody like yourself, self-proclaimed best point guard in Missouri ever.
Statistics, bro. That's you can't facts, bro.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I don't won 3 state titles. Would have won 4 if I wasn't hurt. I'm putting that out there. Facts. Would have won 4. I won 3 state titles. Went undefeated with the best program in the Midwest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And actually did my thing in college. Like, stayed home and did my thing. And I show love. I show love to y'all kids. Like, I don't go to games. I can't do that. I can only go watch Vashon, man. Other basketball be kind of boring sometimes. But and I'm throwing shade on all y'all. I go to head games, be booing head. Boo! Sit down, head.
Hey, funny. Right. Hey, for the longest, like I told Head, it's the backstory of Head. He was up so much. Most people never knew, like, dude was never the coach at one point.
Hey, but he was not, man.
He was always up, so everybody thought, like, hey, this Hazelwood Central coach.
Right. And the crazy, like, but that's what I say, like, that's how much he put into it, bro. Like, he does that because he put his heart and his soul into that. Like, you got to know, like, it's like when you build something and you put your heart into it, you're gonna do whatever it takes for that to be successful.
For sure.
You can do whatever it takes, no matter what it is. You could be a rapper, you could be a poet, you could be a carpenter, you could be a firefighter, whatever. If it's something you really care about and you pass about, you're gonna be like that, and ain't nothing gonna stop you from reaching your end goal. Nothing.
Yeah.
Whether it's the critics saying what they gotta say, like we say, he on the hot seat, he hear that all the time.
Yeah. We
laugh about it, we joke, we serious, but we laugh and joking about it. But at the end of the day, we gonna try to help them do it too. Because if something, hey, you got y'all good, because that's what we need more of in the St. Louis high school basketball community, is for us to do this.
Definitely.
Everybody want to be the man, which is true, but we all could be there for the kids, man, if we all do this instead of you want to be the man, you want to be the man, you want to be the man. So, but I think we've kind of reached the point to where I think it's going to start to do that.
Yeah,
you know
it's getting there. I see it from afar.
Yeah, and it may be it's your time. Like, it's probably his time coming. You know what I'm saying? When it's your time, you take, and it's gonna be their time, because we all eating. There's no reason why the St. Louis platform for basketball should be mentioned on the levels of, you know what I'm saying? To be honest, like California. I'm not gonna say the elites like Chicago or New York, but like California, we should be right there with Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, we have just as much as talent. We got more kids is going to the league right now from the city, which is great for the city. So now it should be more and more pouring in to where people, like, they see, like, oh man, St. Louis is there, because we are. We got a lot more people over across the waters making money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then people think, you know what I'm saying? But it's because of the way that St. Louis is, the makeup of everybody doing their own thing, and they like everybody kind of, you know, low key, not necessarily hating, but we all doing our own thing. You know what I'm saying? But if we all reached out and just, it takes one conversation. You know what I'm saying? If we all reached out, we could all, you know what I'm saying, kind of help each other.
Build it up, for sure.
Yeah, without the hating or the to pull you back in here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I love my city, man. I love everybody. I tell them, like, hey, keep doing y'all thing. You may not hear me say nothing or mention your brand or say nothing about that, because I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for St. Louis versus everybody.
Louis versus everybody. I rep St. Louis hard down here.
All right,
which
for
is
real.
It's a million other St. Louis people in Dallas, but
yeah.
Everywhere I go, I make it be known.
He been trying to get me to move there for about 5 years.
Come on now, man. Hey, we got some spots for you.
Right. Hey, STL MO314, baby. Look at my city.
All right, Polk. I'm gonna let you go, man. Enjoy this holiday.
Appreciate it, man.
I appreciate the exclusive interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just you you and the fam be safe, and you know, we'll wrap soon.
All right, definitely. I'm gonna give a shout out to my wife, man, for allowing me to do this. That's my backbone.
Shout out. Yeah, we cut into the time. So.
Yeah. Shout out to my wife, man. Without her, I wouldn't be able to do nothing. So shout out to my wife too.
I gotta shout out my wife now that you shout out yours. So shout out to my boo. I smell some food down there cooking already.
I heard something in there, but I don't know yet.
Nah, I smell it. I ain't even gotta hear nothing.
I'm gonna say it loud enough. I heard something in there, but I don't.
All right, bro. But like I said, I'm gonna keep repping for y'all down here, man. And if there's anything I can do to ever help, just let me know.
Yeah, I definitely
down for a tournament, a showcase, or whatever. Anything I can do for y'all, man, let me know.
All right, for sure. Definitely not. We reaching out too, man. Hey, good luck with what you got going on down there too, man. I see you.
Yeah, man. We trying to make some noise. I got a 15U squad right now, so I'm just trying to build that platform for them.
Okay.
They got to get hungry, and I got to get guys in college. That's my goal.
The grind, bro.